to push past my limits!
Alright, Vlad Ethereum, back at it with another video on Bitcoin, macroeconomy, order books. We're talking about the weekly, daily, 4-hour time frame, new patterns, how that ties into the macroeconomy, and to not make it too long, I'll wrap it up with my buying strategy. What the fuck? Oh, okay, that was weird. They had some shit outside. Anyway, so let's just hop over here where I usually sit right now. And before we get started, I want to talk about let's talk about the S&P first. So, if you didn't know, the S&P is correlated with stock or with Bitcoin. And what happened here, 4 hours, bring this up to, just bring it up to the daily. So if you don't know, the midterm elections are coming up, on November 8th. So that's literally over here. Wait, no. Run it back. Yeah, about right there. That's fine. It's 7, but over there. Macroeconomy changes is not too much, actually. I mean, we had the basis point hike rate, or what's it called? What's it called? We had the basis point hike rate. It was priced in pretty well, except for the fact that it was weird. It's what the economy wanted to see, and at the same time what it needed to see. So I mean, regardless, the economies were just indecisive, and it sent a lot of stuff down, capitulating. If I can remember, actually no, I don't remember what the day it was on that, but I do remember that it was likely around at this part right here. Hold on. If I could it was likely around there to where we saw some capitulation. Actually, no, well, I know exactly where it is on the Bitcoin chart. Let's just go to the Bitcoin chart. Let's just roll that down. Nope, we're not going to Ethereum. We're not going down there. Okay, I'm just going to go back the other way. Yeah, so we can go on my daily chart. I usually make the third one my daily chart. There's a lot going on. I'm not going to explain that right now. Think it's when we touched 18,000 again. Yeah, it was this. No. September, too far. October, we had touched 18.1 swing low on this day right here. Yep, on this day right here on September 21st. That's when we had that basis point rate hike. I think it was the basis point rate hike. No. I'm tweaking. No, it was CPI inflation. It was CPI. I remember now. So the CPI it dropped, but core inflation went up from, I think, 6.4 to 6.6, regardless, a 0.2 upswing on core inflation, but regular CPI went down. So then that's what correlated with the downside price action. But then we also had the jobs report come out, and I don't totally remember exactly in this moment, but I think it was something about unemployment not dropping but actually rising. So what that indicates to us as investors, right? What that indicates to us as investors is that Fed Jerome Powell has the go-ahead to continue quantitative tightening, because that statement of the job market getting stronger, even though that entire data point is skewed, shows to him that the economy is still strong enough to where he doesn't have to stop. So there's less downside pressure for him to stop tightening. They can lower inflation, even though I don't think we're seeing below like 5% inflation ever again. And yeah, so next point before we hop into the weekly time frame, there's a bit of Elliott wave theory that I've been trying to figure out on the weekly, because it was just the easiest for me to just see off the bat. I think it's definitely right, but I think some of the ways I measured some of it on this one time frame is sort of because I'm still learning it. But my pattern game is strong. Don't get me wrong, my pattern game is strong. But right now, I want to pay attention to the Bitcoin combined order books. Right, so over here, and I'll let you know what this means in a second. But right now, we have on the buy side over here, we have top buys for 18.4K on Bitcoin at about 1.8K Bitcoin per piece. And over here, the recent upside, the most recent upside we can see is it doesn't until we see let's say that same price range. We don't see sell-offs for the Bitcoin price. Hold on, I need to turn that off. I'd be forgetting to turn that off. But anyways, yeah, we don't see any sell-off pressure on the order books. At least short term right now. Obviously, this can change with said signals, said macro, right? But we don't see 1.7K for sells on the order book until 19.6. But in my opinion, I think we would see that. Like let's do the math, because right, if the Bitcoin price right now is 19.1, right? If it's 19.1 on the daily in this moment, bouncing inside of this support range, right? On this descending wedge, right? But on the 4 hour, right? We are in a hold on. We are in a these blue lines are the support levels, by the way. But we are in a essentially a symmetrical triangle, right? And the price is what it is at 1.7 right now, and the 19.6 price range on this order book, right? Hold on, other way. On this order book is about 400 away at 1.6, but then this order book on the left for the buys is at 1.4, which puts it at about 700 away versus let's say 700 to 600. No. So 700 to 700 for the buys, 400 for the sells. And with that said, in my opinion, right? Because I mean, if I go back, right, and I checked what I looked at on let's check the daily, right? Because it all comes together. So the daily, we still, let me make sure this is the right chart. Okay. We still have, this isn't my hourly, right? Yep, yeah, that was my daily. So what we still have right now, let me take off this stochastic RSI. So what we still have in this moment is not only the symmetrical triangle playing out right here, right? But we have to look at the downside price action on every day, right? And we still have that series of higher lows. And it's not necessary that we have to touch these bottom points on this descending triangle yet, because there's still a lot of room to further confirm, even though we already have the first touch point. But I mean, we could easily expect another touch point if we were to see newer lows, which might not happen. So I'm not even sure if this is confirmed, but regardless, we still have a downwards trending line of resistance for sure. And here's the thing with that. I'm going to expand this RSI. I'm not even going to say if. I'm going to expand it, and hopefully on this time frame. Do I have it here? Do I have it? Do I have that? Do I have that? No, I don't have that. Fuck. Okay, so hold on. It might be on this one. Damn it, fuck. Oh my god. I didn't fucking... Son of a bitch. I thought I had that motherfucker. Alright, well, it's fine. I'll just explain it. So, back to the daily. Going up. Real quick. Went down. And here. So, what I want to break down... God damn, I hate this fucking phone shit. I need to get a better setup. So, right here... Okay, it's fine. So, right here. Right? We have an upwards trending line of support on the RSI. Caution doesn't have fundamental error metric. Sure, I have my own indicators. Fuck you. So, right here, upwards trending line of support. Let's say here, this is gonna be kind of sloppy, but here to there, violation. We have one breakdown on 3. Right, we have another violation right here. 1 to there, RSI violation right there. Another violation on 2. On 2 over there, it's kind of shitty. But 2, right? Another RSI violation on here. Let's plot this. Plot this. Here to there, right? Let's just say right here. RSI violation breakdown. And then on the very first one, right here, it's kind of tricky, but right here, let's see, right here. Okay, so what this is pointing out, right, is that we've had multiple confirmations on this trend of the RSI breakdown. Oh wait, and then we have our current trending line of support right now. Right here, right? Just to let you know, I'll probably do this on my computer next time, but it's fine for now. So 4 confirmations and bearish patterns all across the board on the regular candlestick chart. But what that tells me is on the daily, as for this macro, or not macro, as just for this bear market of 2022, every time this RSI line faces a breakdown from a trending line of support, essentially every time we've seen a next capitulation and low in the Bitcoin price. Now, a couple of things that are telling me, like, what is the low really, right? Me personally, let me explain what I was saying before. A couple of things that are telling me is that we are near the low is because I think we've done more than definitely done more than 80%, but even close to 85% right now on the Bitcoin price. But the June lows have yet to be retested. Yeah, like we are so much higher above the June lows. Although that was just a short-term thing, right? The June lows, like, we still have yet to retest them to see if we can break those. And right now, there's just so many more support levels to go before we can even start to question if there's going to be another low, right? For example, I mean, if we're looking on this daily, for a second we had this ascending wedge. I mean, another bearish pattern, but regardless, we went to a falling wedge, or no, not falling wedge. We went to a symmetrical triangle, bounced off that ascending wedge as resistance, but we have to go lower. Actually, no, we don't. About right here, a few days ago, right here, we used the support level of 18.7. That green big ass candle that's circled, well, not big ass, but that green candle that's circled, used that support level, bounced, and we only have maximum Wednesday. We have Sunday Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before we move out of this pattern for certain. Now, which way is that going to be? In my opinion, I see no indications yet to give me any potential of any upside, for the reason not only do we have this macro trend on the weekly, in general being obviously we're bearish on the weekly. That's just, it's a bear market, right? But that's not what I'm looking at. Since I'm trying to apply Elliott wave theory into these more, because I feel like it gives me, it lets me be a little more comfortable with what I'm thinking, and it gives me more data. But we have this 5-wave motive to the upside, right? Which was the November December top for Bitcoin, and that topped out, and then stocks topped out in January, and then we had this motive to the downside, this new trend to the downside. But then this new trend to the downside is really just a correction on the larger time frame, so that's why I marked it off like that. At least that's what my thought process was for now, but that might have to change because I'm going to review how right that is later. But what I'm seeing right now is with this A wave, this B wave, and this A wave, B wave, and this C wave, right? ABC correction. My question here now, which I would probably need to use the fib tools for this. My question here now is, how low is the C wave supposed to go? Because we've extended pretty far. And my question is, it's not really about the exact bottom, because it's not about accumulating at the exact bottom. It's about knowing when your wave count is in, or knowing when you're in a range for that wave count, or correction, or zigzag pattern, right? And in my opinion, with us being 85% down from the top, we don't need to further speculate on besides the macro potentially fucking shit up more. In my opinion, speculating on 15K, 14K isn't wrong to do, but you have to understand that the longer we go throughout this time frame into the November, December, January without seeing those lows, further, yes, it does drag out the sideways price action, but it also indicates to me that we still would have strong support, at least from that backwards time frame, right? Would it be able to break the longer, more it's tested? Technically, yes, but I'd say from a fundamental standpoint, no, because if people are thinking this is the bottom and that's why they're accumulating, then I think that stance needs to change. Versus if we were over here on, let's say even 25K. Let's say even 25K, and we had people accumulating then, right? But those support levels failed. Well, the support levels were only there because of a sell the news event, which was the Ethereum merge. And then you had to look at the macro. And the macro, honestly, was a little bit better, in my opinion, because we were still speculating on how high the basis point rate hikes were going to be. They were like, it was big speculation on a 50% point basis hike, right? Rate, you know what I'm saying? So there was way less tightening going on, and then there was a sell the news event attracting liquidity. More people were trading, upside price action. Everybody was talking about a relief rally, and then we had the usual over speculators saying that we were going to go backwards up to 30, 35, 37, calling the bear market bottom was in, and it was not. So that's completely different, because let's say this bear market bottom isn't in. Okay, sure, we go to 15K, but what is that? From here it's about a 20% drop, but if you're looking from 69 to 15 versus 69 to 20, and that's what you're really trying to see, like the best price range to go in, that's your best case scenario. I'm not saying that it's impossible to scoop the exact bottom, but what more people are concerned with is scooping the exact bottom versus making sure your average price is low. Because even if you buy at 15K, that doesn't mean your average price is going to be at 15K. There is going to be somebody that has that average price, but it might not be you if you've been in this market for this long. My average price is probably, if I'm being for real, I was accumulating. This is like my first bear market last year is my first bull market, my first bear market right now, and I honestly didn't know how low we can go. I thought we were still speculating on super cycle theory and shit, and then I realized the macro wasn't that good, so I was like, fuck. I didn't really pull out my money and get scared, but I was like, all right, well, I just have to figure out when to accumulate because I have faith in the system. I have faith in the vision. I believe in Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin for the coin. Yes, I buy to beat inflation. Duh, it's a store of value, but my thesis was, okay, how much lower do we have to go? And once I saw that in, let's say, at that 30% price range, my mindset, obviously as a new bear market guy, my mindset switched to, well, that's trying to get rich and not get scared. My mindset was then, hold on, let's see. My mindset was more accumulation phase. So once I shifted my mindset to accumulation phase, I had to ask what was going to be the low. And after I saw the June lows, when everybody thought they could go lower, I had to question what's a bad price for Bitcoin. And I was like, what is a bad price for Bitcoin? I'm like, it's decentralized, it's peer-to-peer, financial settlement layer, one layer, final solution, set supply, beating inflation, outperforming the S&P, record euros flowing into Bitcoin. The macro economy is so fucked up to the point where it shouldn't even be at these prices, which makes it more appealing to me. Because realistically, if the macro is normal, we'd probably be speculating on, is 28K the low? Is 28K the low? When this is not a normal economic time. And then people will be like, will we go to 23K? Find out, and all that. So there was that. But in my opinion, we can easily retest the lows, maybe 16, 15. 14 is possible, but I think it's at this point one of the least likely scenarios to happen. And my goal is not to have a specific price of Bitcoin to buy at a certain USD price. Well, obviously, I want to buy as low as possible. Okay, no, I can't even say that. Well, what I'm saying is, at these prices, I'm not concerned about finding a low. I'm more concerned about finding an average low-cost price that most people will not get by the time they flip bullish again. Right. And then I'm most concerned while having that money maximized by the amount of percentages of Bitcoin I maintain to get the ROI I want by the time Bitcoin is at 40, 50, 60K. And then by the time the Bitcoin halving starts, we're at 50K. Everybody's freaking out again. It's on. It goes to 100K. Everybody's freaking out again. 150K, 170K. Top out, pull back, 140, and restart. The game continues. That's mostly what I'm focused on. And it's not about the lowest price possible. It's about average price entry per how much Bitcoin you actually get. That's my opinion, personally. And I just want to say, none of this is financial advice. None of this. It's on my channel. It's all over my shit. That this is not intending to be financial advice. This is just my opinion. And I'm not saying that to be I'm not giving, you know how people usually do it, but I have a right to say what I think about the markets without you literally having to do what I'm thinking. Yeah, literally, literally, bro. So it's not financial advice. I just been in these markets. I know people still ask me questions. I say what I'm going to do, but I never will tell you specifically, you need to do this. I won't do that because, I mean, I might say some ballsy shit one day. I'm talking about, like, you're a dumbass if you don't buy Bitcoin. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. But isn't that anybody with just a bullish narrative? That's not necessarily saying you need to buy it. You might be smart as fuck, but does me saying a random person, non-specifically, is a dumbass on Twitter for not buying Bitcoin, telling you specifically to do something? No. I'm saying people that don't buy Bitcoin are dumbasses. That doesn't mean you need to go buy it. You see what I'm saying? It's like, have your own thesis and don't just copy me. Don't copy everything I'm saying. I'm not some fucking god that has a crystal ball that knows everything in these markets, because I know we're going to look back in this in 4 years and be like, damn, he was ahead of his time. He was 19 talking about this. Yes, I'm 19 right now talking about Bitcoin. God damn, yes, I am. I'm fucking Vlad Ethereum. Who the fuck do you think I am? You think I'm some sort of fucking person not trying to get rich while I'm young? What the fuck, bro? We're gonna look back in this in 8 years. He was 19 talking about Bitcoin in 2022 at 20,000 a piece. It's 700,000 right now. What the fuck, man? Like, I already know it's gonna take a while to play out, but it's gonna happen. I'm that fucking guy. Besides that, though, to wrap up, weekly we're in a correction on a longer term time frame. Daily, unconfirmed descending triangle, yet a descending level of support. No, of resistance. Hourly, symmetrical triangle that has given bearish setup scenario signals. There's other signals I didn't even get into, like the stochastic RSI, the regular RSI, the MACD, the Bollinger Bands, but I think that's too much. That might need to be in a different video. But just based upon the support levels alone and how the macro is looking on top of the November elections next month, on top of the next CPI and these order books, I think right now, for me, I can't say I have a reason to flip bullish. Now, not even flip bullish, but even see higher price levels, because in order for me to say that I want to see higher price levels on a longer scale with confirmation, we need to see another pattern form. We've already seen the rising wedge within that symmetrical triangle, and it's breaking to the downside. And even though there was a bounce at 18,700, that doesn't mean that's not a retest to then see more lower lows off the recent local lows. So there's that. I'll check the stochastic, actually. Fuck it. I'll check it. I mean, we also have, like, confirmation, potentially, if this breaks, right, on the daily, not this one, but if we have our other RSI line on the daily break, dude, in my opinion, in my opinion, like, yeah, if it's breaking down, like, it seems to me that it might be fucking breaking down, actually. Or am I charting this wrong? No, I mean, I guess it depends on the way you slice it, right? But here, whether it's here or here, where's the start of the trend, actually? That's what you need to base it off of. Start of the trend here. I made it too long. Start of the trend there. That'll do. It's like we're in for a retest, but if we close below 1,900 on any day, 19,000 on any day, then I'm expecting this line to break and see potentially Not lower lows because we have so much support to get through. But a low, I think we can easily revisit 18.5 again. We've done that so many fucking times. Yeah, literally. We've done that so many times. Let's check the stochastic. I'll check it on the daily though, because that 4 hourly for the stochastic can get kind of confusing. Come on, let's just give me the indicators. Come on, dude. What the fuck? All right. Let's just see what I have on the chart. We had the EMAs. Okay. Hold on. I'm just waiting for this. Stochastic RSI. I don't know why it wasn't loading. Like, yeah, we kind of are due for a correction on the... Nope, that's not. That is the 4 hour. Okay, so... Shit. If we are seeing... I can minimize this because this is irrelevant now. But if we're seeing... Fuck, go up. Goddamn, what the fuck, dog? If we're seeing the stochastic, it's between these lower ranges, we could be heading... I mean, that is a bullish sign, technically, sort of. Because if we're heading up towards the 80 to 100 range, that means we are... Is it overbought? Yeah, overbought, but we're not overbought. We're more oversold. But then, on top of that, but you can't use that alone, though. You have to use that with other indicators. Example, SMAs. Like, they have this 20-day SMA, 50-day SMA, 100-day SMA, 200-day SMA. And right now, we're still facing the 20 as... Let me make sure it's the 20. We're still facing the 20 SMA as huge resistance right now, which is this line right here. This is resistance, like, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, we might be heading to the upside short term, right? But that doesn't mean we're going to. Let's check the MACD. Where's my MACD? It sounds weird. Where's... No, for real, where's it? I had it on here for a reason. Like, I wanted to use the MACD. Bro, where's the Mac, bro? Are you serious? They'll give me a random ass Mac. Okay, let's just see if that's even gonna work. MACD. Okay, there we go. Thank God. Oh my God, I need to buy trading. Y'all caught me lacking. I need to buy trading. Like, no, for real. I'll probably get it next week. I get paid this week, so. Mac. But just... Bro, it was right there. Yeah, so, like, yeah, right here. Seeing lacking bullish momentum for certain. We're seeing uneven histogram bars. It's just another indication we're going sideways and undecided. So out of anything, if we were going to use that stochastic RSI, we would need to stop seeing that 20 EMA as resistance. We would need to see more volume on the MACD, in my opinion, on the positive histogram bars. And we need to stop fucking retesting this ascending line of support on the RSI. Now, can I whip out another indicator? Probably. But is that even going to serve us best right now? I think we have a lot of sentiment to make a decision. I'll do it anyways. Let's see where we are in the Bollinger Bands. Well, let's... Hold on, what the fuck? Let's just see where we are. Oh my God, I have to do the same thing. Okay, get rid of the MACD and Bollinger Bands. like, just give me a second. Okay. I mean, right now, hold on, let me turn off that email. This R side down. Actually, go like this. Go like that. What the fuck? Okay, that's not gonna work. We are. We're facing a mean reversion. So we could have potential to the upside, but here's the thing. We have to go back a while to see the last time we contracted this hard on the daily. And that was over here. Like, we haven't contracted this hard. Shit, every time we've contracted this hard, definitely not during the bull market. Unless areas like here and potentially here. But we haven't contracted that hard until like areas of the bull market again. But we have to know the trend here, and I think that can be a further indication that we will break to the downside. Because if it's tightening up, that means that there is a volatile move incoming. That's what I know so far. And every time we've seen that play out, not only is there a volatile move, but it's a volatile move most of the time with the trend. So there's a lot of bearish setups right now. It's okay because you can make money going in any direction, right? But you just, in my opinion, not financial advice, but for me, I can't say that I'm going to be expecting 30K or 25. I'm expecting 20, 19, 18, 17. Retest, maybe 16, maybe 15, and then maybe next year. I'm expecting to see higher progression as we get closer to the halving, because that's what all matters. Everybody's sleeping again on crypto. Everybody's sleeping. Everybody that talks about crypto right now looks like a dumbass until they don't. And then they're going to look like a dumbass again until they don't. And then they're going to look like a dumbass again until they don't. And then people are just going to look backwards and be like, oh, those were cycles? Oh, that's what it's like. You can't wait for people to understand for you to start talking. I refuse. I would rather just be right the whole time. You thought I was wrong until the last second. Fuck it. Fuck it. Like, that ass. That's about it, though. Vlad Ethereum, right? That's me, Wealth Building Genius. If you made it this far, I want to welcome you to subscribe, like, comment, any questions. Follow me on Instagram. All links in bio. I'm trying to do this more often. I'm going to film a couple videos for tomorrow. There'll be slides, but I think definitely every week at the minimum, I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin price one time at the minimum, besides the shorts, but on a long video like this one. And yeah, I think you guys can put together your own knowledge on my opinion. That is not telling you what to do, but it's your knowledge on my opinion. I'm screenshotting this. I'm screenshotting that shit. Because this is what rich niggas do. Y'all look good in this lighting too. Maybe because it's not actually lighting. Because my skincare, I need to improve on my skincare, but that's about it. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to end it here. See you guys in the next